NFL on EA Sports. Fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Chiefs going up against the Colts.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. First carry here for Todd Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
Here's Luck now on second down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward, bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
It's taken to the 26. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably twirling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Edwards. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down, this is Rawls. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, Rawls. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's got room. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, partner, Gurley came on the scene in 2015 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's been all systems go from game 1.
And they talked about easing him into the lineup, and that's really what they did. But once they got him in, they couldn't get him out. They had to feed him the ball more and more, and it's because of these types of runs. He just breaks defenses down with his power and his physicality.
Dumps it off to Gurley. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. The penalty really backs up the offense here on first down. Now 20 yards to go. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Lott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 36 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Let's go! Now a give. Right side, it's Rawls. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Here we go. 3-19.
A handoff right to Rawls. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got it. This is Ware. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go now. Over. Let's go. 3-19.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He finds his running back, Rawls. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
No. Check. Patriot. Now, lucky 56.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Blue landing. Detroit. Back to Philly. Here we go.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
From his goal line here, Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give the Colts 13 yards at a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A running play for Rawls. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it, and that's going to be a the safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They set up the screen to Rawls. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. The swing pass caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 56 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And he's able to put it through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On first and 10, Locke. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Ten yards still left on second down.
All right, here we go. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Now, that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw on second down is Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now here comes Kansas City. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll hand to Rawls. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, you need offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to his left, and I think the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
Now, that's a play they're going to be proud of on defense, because any second and short situation, you anticipate the run, and you want to make the play and stop them from getting a first down. But when you can force them to lose yardage and now put the odds in your favor.
The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Taking on the midfield logo. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Shift together here from the D-line.
4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Detroit, back 99, Philly, here we go. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39. Check green. No. Check, Patriots.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. On 1st down, Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came in the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Mahomes to throw once more. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing now is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. 319. 319. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Operated from the red zone now, Mahomes. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there, 82 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Edwards. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a first down throw, Locke. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10, Luck again. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Here's a toss coming right. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Chiefs, not much to complain about here. They come in and